If you grew up in the early 2000s, you probably remember LEGO Batman. But this time, we're not the heroes. This time we're recreating all the villain mini-kits from the original LEGO Batman game, with some of the pieces not even existing.
You don't want to be like this.
So I had to get a little creative. So watch along, here's how I did it. The Joker's helicopter is one of the few mini-kits that you can play as. Found in the biplane blast level, it is also a micro build of a real LEGO set 6863, Batwing Battle over Gotham City. For this design, I had to use an open stud to be able to mount the propeller as a tile, which gave it a cleaner look. To finish it off, I had to order in a few magenta cone pieces as I only had 2 in my BrickLink store. The police helicopter appears during the Two-Face chase scene. It's a simple but clever little build, using handlebars as landing legs to nail the shape perfectly. I had every part already in my store, which is a nice change from all the orders I've had to make lately. The Batwing appears alongside the Joker's helicopter in the biplane blast level. Also based off the same LEGO set, 6863, it's a sleek little build that uses larger wedge plates to create the classic bat shape. Once it came together, it looked just like the original set. The Walrus is definitely one of the unique builds in the game. The Tuster built using a modified plate with bars on the sides. It's mostly made from basic bricks and plates, giving it a creator set kind of feel. LEGO actually made a Walrus once as a promotional set, but honestly, I think this one looks way better, don't you think? Clayface's house came with a few challenges to be able to complete. It's basically just a pile of bricks and slopes, but in his favourite colour, gold. LEGO barely made any of these pieces in any form of gold, so I had to make them myself. I built the house and primed the pieces with a plastic primer as a base layer. It took a few attempts because of the weather.
You win.
But in the end, I topped it off with a glossy gold spray paint. The T-Rex fossil is one of the coolest mini-kits in the entire game. It's a miniature display piece from the museum level, mainly built from grey and white pieces to look like bones. The tricky part was sourcing where little antennas used as arms. I used some light bluish grey ones from my collection, separating the bases and stems to get them in solid grey.
That's pretty good.
Earlier this year they released a large T-Rex fossil set, which is definitely one I want to get my hands on one day. The Super Freeze Cannon is my favourite of all the mini-kits. Just so nostalgic, reminding me of those first few levels of Mr. Freeze stealing it. To capture the frozen look, I used lots of transparent light blue pieces. The tricky part when designing was making sure all the bars and clips lined up evenly. I even had to hunt down some of the trans light blue bars, as they only ever came out in 4 sets back in 2021. Wow. Once all the pieces came together, I was happy with how it turned out. The Penguin submarine is another build based on a LEGO set. This one is 7885, Attack of the Penguin, where we also see some of the Penguin minions from the last video's mini-kits. The small steering wheels really sell the look of a miniature motor, and the colour scheme matches everything you'd expect from a real-life penguin. Plant minion appears in the poison ivy levels, and this build was very fiddly, another instance where some of the pieces didn't exist. especially the headpieces, which I needed to match. Not all of them came out in green or lime, so I opted for dark green. Pins and claws never were released in green, so I had to prime and spray paint them green to match the rest of the build. Although it isn't 100% accurate, I'm happy with how close I could get it. The Bruce Wayne portrait is a tiny Easter egg minikit revealing Batman's true identity.
I know who you are, Mr. Wayne.
You bet you do.
Just like the Joker portrait from the last video, I had to custom make the sticker in Photoshop as LEGO have never released it. I had to make it the perfect size of a 2x4 tile so it fits inside the frame. The police boat is seen during one of Gotham's harbour chase levels. The design is compact but still captures all the details. I used the slopes to shape the hull and used a megaphone piece at the front to symbolise the large floodlight. I had to order a couple of black slopes from overseas to complete the build, but it came together and looked just like the minikit. Harley Quinn's hammer truck isn't just a playable vehicle from the game, but also came out as a LEGO set in 2008. If only I could go back in time and buy all those sets from that wave. Yes! 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 It used a mixture of red and black slopes and tiles to truly capture the jester style of Harley Quinn. I surprisingly had all the pieces and made use of my massive collection of wheels I have in my BrickLink store. Please can someone buy them? The crocodiles can be spotted anywhere Killer Croc appears, especially in the sewer levels. I built the body using hinge plates to make it look less rigid, but then also used clips all along it to give texture, hinting at scales. I threw in a few sangrian plates to give it the look of an underbelly underneath the build. Once it was built, he actually turned out pretty cute. The police car is one of LEGO's most iconic sets. This minikit is based off the 2005 build, which I had as a kid.
Hey!
The slope mudguards were the hardest piece to find out of the lot. I had to order all the way from the Czech Republic to get them here. It was worth it to make it look identical to the minikit build from that level. The defense robot is a massive mechanical walker that is the last line of defense at the gold reserves. The minigun arms were actually made using multiple binocular pieces, which looks so cool at this scale. Once again, finding all the pieces in bronze was impossible, so I had to pull out the trusty primer and spray paint to finish off the last few pieces, and get it looking as accurate as possible. Also, don't sue me, I couldn't get a transparent cockpit. LEGO have never made one, and I don't quite have the facilities to forge my own LEGO glass pieces. Yet. Arkham Asylum, the final build in this entire project. You unlock this after getting True Villain on all 15 levels. Arkham is one of the most iconic locations in all of Gotham. They made 3 video games on them, which I'd love to play again at some point. They used the black fence pieces topped with heaps of black clips to give a security fence look around the outside of the build. The actual gate was a very old and rare LEGO piece that I got from that same store in the Czech Republic, so shout out to that guy again. Once it was all together and built, it felt like the perfect way to end the collection. It would be rude not to show all the minikits from both videos all together. It's crazy to look back a few months ago. This video was only an idea. Now seeing all these builds in front of me is pretty crazy. It's wild looking back when I was 8 years old, sitting in the family lounge, watching a YouTube tutorial on how to find the last minikit I spent hours trying to figure out. So now, years later, I get to share them with all of you. In all honesty, I didn't really expect the kind of response this project has received. It means a lot. So many of you must share the same nostalgia. It reignited the same excitement I had as a kid for LEGO games. I also have made all the instructions for these builds available. You can find them in the description of this video or any of my socials. Each one is just $1, but really helps to put more into making the best possible videos for you. So that's it, every minikit from the original LEGO Batman game, hero and villain. This is definitely not the end, so you tell me which game should be next. See you all again soon.